What's up, guys? Fudge TCG here with J Paul. What'd you do and what'd you play?
I got top 16, 14th place at the Sherwood One Piece Regional. Geeky Oasis hosting. Shout out to them. They are amazing.
Yes.
And fun day all in all. I ended up going 4-2, 6-round event. And I was playing Shanks, the OG. So really good leader. A lot of Shanks players there. He's just probably the best red leader out there. He's really good. So let's just get into the deck profile.
All right, let's get into the main deck.
So first off, I went with 4 Utsa Searchers. A lot of people cut this down. I didn't cut it down. I mainly played a red hair build, so I think 4 Searchers is the way to go. I saw it almost all the time. I think there was only one game I didn't see it in my opening hand, but I did see it later, so I think this is just, you have to play this if you're playing more of a red-haired build. Some other players are playing a Straw Hat build. I even think I saw one person playing a Whitebeard Pirate build, but I was playing more of a red-haired build, so this is perfect. Also,
it's mainstay in the deck.
And also, shout out to the Gold Utadon. This was my lucky charm throughout all of it.
Yep.
My daughter, she's everything. So yeah, 4 mainstay. Next up, we had 3 Hongos. I only ran 3 because I didn't really use the control aspect of this, so I didn't really play him. So he was mainly a searchable 2K. But you can play 4. I just wanted more room in my deck, so I just cut 1. It came up all the time as a 2K, but yeah, searchable 2K, pretty good. If you want to play him, use him as control, he's good. But I did go with 4 Lime Juice, though.
Okay.
4 Lime Juice, he's awesome, just being able to just negate a blocker, especially if you have Shanks, if you have a 10-cost Shanks on the field, he can negate a 5K blocker, which is a lot of them. So just playing him, I think I used him once throughout the tournament to negate a chopper blocker, because it was 4K, so that was really clutch. But yeah, 4 of him, wouldn't change it. If you want to run 3, you can, but I played 4 of him.
Alrighty.
On to the next one. This one's kind of like a mainstay too. 4 Lucky Roo. Lucky Roo is just great. Being able to KO anything that's 6,000 power or less base power, so even if it's boosted up, it's amazing. This card came in clutch so many times. This was typically my turn 2 play, just Lucky Roo. If I didn't see it, I probably played something else, but I pretty much played this every round, every time it came in clutch. Wouldn't change this. I would keep it at 3. I would keep it either at 3 or 4, but
it's a good 4
yeah, it's a good 4. I went with 3 Yasop. Ooh. Let's start together. Oh, I went with 3 Yasop. A lot of people play him at 3. So I played him at 3 because I wanted the room in my deck, but he still came up big in a lot of situations.
This card catches people off guard.
It does. They forget that. I even forgot one time that my leader was at 6K because it just lasts for so long.
Yeah.
And the big thing is the Dawn minus. Dawn times 1. When attacking, give one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 for the turn. That came in clutch so many times.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to just get over something that I could not get over. If I was swinging into a 5K body set, I attached it on, swing 7 into a 4K now. It was just really clutch most of the time. And this was typically priority for them to get rid of, because if you just swing more than once with this, you're getting so much value. But so 3 to 4 up, I ran 3, which served me well because I could search it. So I was allowed to play 3. And then you got to play one of the best cards in the deck at 4. 4 Ben Beckman. Yeah. Ben Beckman is cracked. One of the best red cards. The fact that it's not leader locked is insane.
He's got a gun.
Yeah. The fact that he's not leader locked is absolutely insane. I used this so many times to clear out so many things. And the fact that it says trash too instead of KO gets around that stuff. No, it gets around that stuff. If I were to play against any like 5-drop Sabo, 5-drop black Sabos, yeah, I can just get rid of that. That's not a problem.
Yes, sir.
So this card's broken, insane. I really don't get why people would play less than 4 of this. This card's nasty.
It's disgusting.
And then I played, this is something that I added to my deck right before the event. 4 chopper blockers. It's a 2K, 6K on your opponent's turn. So it's a 4-drop, 6K on your opponent's turn. And this is the card I played if I did not see Lucky Roo because it was just a fallback blocker. But being a 2K is just really good. This is one of the best red cards to come out. Besides the Sanji, I didn't end up playing the 3-drop Sanji because I just didn't suit my deck that well because I wasn't playing like a control or a kind of like a build a board type of deck. So I just played this and it served me well. This is really nice, especially combined with your leader ability. So if they swing like 6 at life or something, leader ability, free block. It was really nice.
Blocker's always nice.
And then probably one of the best red cards in the entire game. We have 4 Otamas. Otama's, like I said, one of the best red cards in the entire game. It's a 2K and everything. It's really not more to say about her. She's awesome. 1 drop, just minus anything by 2K. This plus Divine Departure kills any 10K. So for just 7 Dawn, you can kill a 10K.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
That's cool.
But yeah, nothing more to say about her. She's fantastic. I would run her in every red deck I possibly can. She's awesome. And then this is kind of like a niche pick for some decks, but I played the 2-cost Sanji because this deck I mainly played to counter Blackbeard. And this card is one of the best cards into Blackbeard because if I play this turn 1 going second, if I take going second for them and I play this on turn 1 going second, I can play this. Next turn, I play out like a Lucky Roo or a Chopper, activate this ability, take a life. This is now a 7K swing that they have to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
And it's priority 1. It acts as a pseudo blocker because they will not allow you to swing with this card more than once. Because it's just a free 7K swing that they pretty much take because they just don't want to give up the cards to play it. I didn't see it, unfortunately. I wish I did. Whenever I played Blackbeard at the event, I played 1 Blackbeard, ended up losing to him. He was really, really good. And, but if this is a really good card, I've beaten a ton of Blackbeards with it. It's just really insane. So this is that niche card that I was playing, the tech card, which is really, really good. And then I ran 2 Rush Luffy's. It's one of the best red cards to ever come out in the starter deck. It has Rush. When attacking, attach Arrested Dawn. It's so good. It's so good. Many people were playing 4 of this. I decided to play 2 of it because I was playing other cards, such as this card right here to help. It's cheaper option. Same K swing. This card's insane. I would run this in any red deck, like I said, if I had the choice to do it. This is insane. And another one that I would also recommend that's a very underrated one, is the 5-drop starter deck Luffy that has built-in Diable Jambe. Just attach 2 Dawn to that one, and it's unblockable. So that's another one I would recommend with this one or over it, that if you do not have this one. But this one is absolutely insane.
Okay.
And then on to the cream of the crop, the big cards. 3 Rayleighs. This card was the MVP of my entire day. This card won me so many games. It just made my opponent unable to just come back into a game. Whenever I played this card, it just stayed on the board, and it was almost impossible for my opponent to get through. Just minusing something and KOing stuff is really insane. I love this card. This card's insane. The reason why I didn't play 4 of it is because, like I said, Teach, if you see this against Teach, it's a brick because without his on play, he's kind of not worth it. I'd rather see something like a dragon over it. And speaking of dragon, this card's broken. Speaking of dragon, we got 3 dragons. This was also my MVP number 2.
Yeah,
I top decked this 3 times in times where it was a close game. Whenever I needed like a good big rusher, I top decked this card, especially when I was playing against the Zoro. Zoro is a tough matchup for this deck because they just rush you down before you can get to any of your big characters, and so I top decked this against him, and it ended up helping me win the game because it gave me 3 big bodies to swing with. Yeah. And that's absolutely insane. And this card's also insane versus Teach. Yes, they do get rid of his on-play ability, but just being an 8-drop blocker, 8-drop rusher that you just go, 9K. It's absolutely crazy. This card, I would say, is one of the best cards in my deck that I utilized more than any other card. This card is broken. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And now on to the true cream of the crop. 3 Rush Shanks.
Oh, yeah. This card.
The card everyone hates. That everyone's just like, okay, so if you're on 10 Dawn, so once you get to 10 Dawn, they're like, okay, here comes the 10 drop Shanks. Everyone just knows this card's one of the absolute best cards to ever come out. It's broken, nasty. It really does help. Once you play it, it really does turn the tide of the game. They've literally... I had someone gamma knife this it's a gamma knife, whichever one minuses it by 5K. I had someone do it twice to this card.
Oh my gosh.
They wanted to get rid of it that bad. They had to minus this by 10K in order to get rid of it. I think it was in my first round when I was facing a Reiju player. But yeah, he did it. And then I think again later on against a purple Luffy, he did it. He gamma knifed this as well. They just try to sacrifice everything they have just to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
good.
so just being able to capitalize off of that is insane. And since I'm only running 3 of these, I decided to run 1 of the KO Shanks. This actually won me the game against my first round against Reiju. They had 2 life. They had a chopper blocker on board. I had 3 swings. So I just said, I'm just going to make this easier on myself. I top decked this. Played this out, got rid of the chopper blocker, and then just swung for game. They really couldn't do anything. So that was probably the only time this came up. But other times, this has been really insane. And I quite like it. This is probably the only like true controlled thing besides the Rayleigh that I play in this deck. But I just really like it. And also it's great into the mirror. I didn't see a mirror at the event, even though I thought I did. Even though I thought I would have. But also really good into the mirror. This card is great. And then on to the actual, and then another cream of the crop of this deck that a lot of people do not run, but if they run this as a one-of. I run 2 Gold Rogers because I like to win. So typically one of my main strategies is if they're swinging big at me, I just take the life if I have this in hand, and I play this. And they just have no answer to it because... they activate a blocker while I have 0 life, they just lose. It's absolutely insane. This card is just a straight up win condition on its own.
Yeah.
And and my opponents at the regional respected this. When they saw I was taking damage, they stopped swinging at me because they didn't want me to be at 0 life.
Yeah.
Because they respected this card too much in my hand. And that actually played into my hand a little bit more than I thought, except for one time. But in one of the rounds I lost, but this card, people would just respect this card, and that's the best thing I could possibly have. I didn't play it because, like I said, they were trying to, they respected it, and that actually played into my hand a little bit, but yeah, this card's insane. A lot of people play it as a one-of, but I wanted to see it, so 2 is great for me. And then on to the final 3 cards. I played 2 Divine Departures, 1 Bad Manners kit course because I didn't have a second Bad Manners, so this is the only one I ran, but it actually came in clutch a few times because I actually saw this as my last trigger in one of the rounds, and which is crazy because its trigger is minus 3K something for the entire turn. I remember that round, yeah. Yeah, I saw this in one of my triggers, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then Divine Departure is just Divine Departure. Everyone knows what it does. It's cracked. I saw this. I actually used this as a counter more than I KO'd something with it. I think I KO'd one thing with it. But this card's just crazy too. But yeah, nothing more to say about these. These are really good cards. All right,
that's for the deck profile. Any shout-outs?
Shout out to Chandler for driving. Yep. Shout out to Fudge behind the camera for practicing and testing.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Joshua for testing. Again, shout out to Kiki Oasis. The event was really fun. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.